NASA astronaut Leroy Chow. And Leroy, I want to begin. Listen, spacewalks are among the most difficult, most dangerous things to do in space. That's typically been a NASA job. Now you got the first private company doing so. Nervous?
I do have to admit, it raised my eyebrows a bit the first time I heard that we're going to have a non-professional crew, if you will, go out and not only do a spacewalk, but also to do one in new suits that have never been tested in the actual environment before, and also having to depressurize the whole cabin of the spacecraft in order to do that, because there is no separate airlock. And but you know, after I considered it a little bit, I do know several of the senior folks at SpaceX. I know that they take safety very seriously. They're technically excellent, and so I have confidence that it's going to go okay. But it's still, as you say, it's risky to put a suit on and go outside, and even more so with a brand new one, while your fellow crewmates are in a depressurized capsule.
Yeah, so that's a lot of firsts as you listed there, not just the first privately funded crew, but new suit, as we're seeing there, and new method to basically turn the whole capsule, as it were, into the airlock?
Right, and basically, of course, we did this in the early days in the Gemini program, and also in Apollo when we had a few EVAs after we were coming back from the moon to retrieve, packages left outside of the command service module to bring in the cabin before entry. But yeah, it's kind of going back a little bit in that we don't have a separate airlock for this vehicle because it was not originally designed to do EVA out of.
Now, as you know, and you've been through it, NASA has a rigorous selection and training process. I mean, it's like the gold standard, right? You want to be an astronaut. I kind of want to be an astronaut, but I know, I'm not like you. So how is SpaceX's training and selection process? How does it compare to NASA's?
Right. So, of course, NASA's been doing this for a long time, and there's a rigorous selection, not just for getting to become an astronaut candidate, then you have to go through the training, and then to be selected to do spacewalks, or what we call EVA, extravehicular activity, you have to show an aptitude for it during the training, and then, be able to, handle that extra responsibility, if you will, of going outside and performing work. You've got to be physically fit. You're out there for 6.5 hours, typically on a NASA EVA. This is going to be a relatively short EVA. These folks, 2 of them are going to go outside, and they're going to move around a little bit on handholds and then basically evaluate the performance of the suit. So as EVAs go, this is a very simple one. But, you're right. This was not, these people didn't go through a selection per se as the NASA astronauts do. And basically Jared Isaacson, as he's a young man with a lot of resources, so he's able to fund this kind of thing and then select who wants to go with him. But they've, I think we can rest assured that SpaceX has put them through the training, and I'm sure they've consulted with some NASA folks to make sure that that they're going to cover everything. And I think it'll go okay, because it's going to be relatively simple.
All right, we'll be watching. Leroy Chow, thanks so much, as always.
My pleasure. Thank you.